Good morning. I'd like to welcome you all here with open hearts and open minds. I'm here to prove to you why I'm the best person to lead our glorious nation. The Reconstruction Party and I have many things in store to rebuild our great nation. I grew up in a broken family like many of you. Bradenton, Florida is where I was born and raised, going back and forth between mother and father. I must admit it wasn't always easy. During this time I learned many things, some just as simple as tying my shoes and somehow as complicated how life isn't very fair. Though growing up in a broken family may seem like a minute problem and may seem like they don't matter, many of us are going through these struggles and need help. So I am here to lend a hand. As I grew up and learned and discovered things going on around me, I began to realize much more than a broken family was my problem. Going through school, we were taught about real life things. At the time, it was scary learning about just how dangerous the world is, including all the wars and terroristic threats affecting us as American citizens. My team and I have made up several effective solutions to eliminate these threats. We should not have to fear for our lives and live in constant despair. We should not have to be afraid of terrorist groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda. They should fear us. Starting with domestic policy, the biggest controversy is over immigration. As president, I plan to vigorously limit the amount of immigrants that are allowed to enter America each year. I don't believe that illegal aliens should have the same rights as us true American citizens. These rights including free health care, college education, and driver's license. Though it is not entirely realistic to deport 12 million aliens, it is realistic to deport as many as we can. I'm not saying that immigrants should be banned from America, but they should go through extensive background checks and a citizenship test. As for anchor babies, if you have a baby on American soil and you're not an American citizen, they should be sent back with that immigrant. Giving 12 million illegal immigrants free things and letting them live here illegally is playing a big role in our nation's debt. My resolutions for the country's outstanding national debt is as followed. We need to put a cap on our national and state budgets and be very restricted on the funds we are given. Raising minimum wage has been very talked about. In my opinion, raising minimum wage by a small amount, like $1 or $2, is okay. I don't believe that we should double it. This will discourage citizens to get a real education to provide for them and a possible family. Not only that, but if we're going to pay cashiers who have gone through no substantial schooling the same amount as we're paying teachers who've gone through schooling and training the same amount, it wouldn't be fair. People would expect that if minimum wage goes up, so should everyone else's pay grade, causing an even bigger dent in our national debt. Entitlements such as food stamps and Social Security should be in federal control and should be monitored closely. It should not be given out to just anyone who's asking. Many jobs and opportunities are available for those who are truly in need. Once our national debt begins to dwindle down, we slowly need to pay back our debt to other countries so we don't owe any country anything. The next issue that needs to be addressed is homeland security. We need to heighten the amount of security among the U.S. If this requires women to register for the draft and they do not have a family, then it should be so. If increasing our military spending by cutting down on less important things to help better defend ourselves, it should be done. Keeping Guantanamo Bay Detention Center open will enable us to capture and keep high-profile terrorists under control and get other terroristic information from them, making us much safer. Though, if America is the strongest country in the world, it will inflict highlights and very serious lowlights. If we're the strongest country, terrorists and other countries who seek power will try to defeat and target us, such as ISIS. ISIS needs to be defeated once and for all. We should declare a war on ISIS without backing down to show them we are serious and will do anything to protect our people. We need to capture their leaders and find camps and bases. Members of ISIS don't deserve the same protections under the Constitution as for their enemy combatants. As I begin to wrap up, I'd like to say I want America to be great again, just like all of you. Unlike other candidates, I plan to keep the promises I make. I'm Alissa Rhodes. Join me on the roads to success. The Reconstruction Party and I will help you reconstruct America one step at a time.